Hey Aries, and welcome to your Law of Attraction reading. So this reading is for your personal journey, your experience. This is in lieu to a general reading or a spiritual message reading that I've done in the past. This is just about your sort of spiritual path that I believe will help you during this time frame regarding your heart's desire, how to attract abundance, what you need to know, what sort of blockages and restraints that need to be removed. Triggers may surface in this reading because truths come out that sometimes we don't want to hear. So if you have an open mind and you're looking for guidance, then please continue watching this video. Otherwise, if you're easily triggered, I'm sorry. That's never my intention to trigger anybody. I'm just the messenger. I'm just giving the message as it is, okay? So please don't be mad at me for the way that this message is delivered to you. And of course, if this message does not resonate, please don't forget to check your other placements, because according to the astrology in the sky, you could be resonating with another placement than just your sun sign. So you can check your moon, rising, Venus, or Mars, or any other strong placement that you feel guided to watch. And also, I highly encourage to just watch any video that the title stands out to you, because there could be messages for you there. You don't have to get caught up in the zodiac sign either. All right, so other than that, let's get into the reading. So I will be using this deck called the Island Time Wellness Law of Attraction Oracle, and this is why I was inspired to do this reading. It was because of this deck here, okay? So I'm going to be pulling your past, present, and future energies, and we'll see what comes up for you. What messages do we have for Aries during this time frame? And also keep in mind that these readings are timeless, so they are for you when you watch them. All right, what is Aries' past energy? We have life surfing, feeling capable of overcoming adversity, no expectations, approaching life like a sport. Beautiful. Oh, fell over. 1 second. Inspired action. Take action when feel desire. Follow intuition. Synchronicity supported by universe. Okay, what else? Last one for the past. Trying too hard. Force creates resistance. Let go and watch it flow. Rest. Be lighthearted. Burnout. All right, Aries. So I feel like you've recently been inspired. You've been called to take some sort of action. It's because of this desire that you feel. I feel this really deep burning desire within you to go towards something in life. Aries are very impulsive. Yes, it's a cliche. But I feel like in this aspect, it's sort of, it works for you when you're this passionate, this action oriented, because you feel like you're following your intuition when you're like this. You know, some people overthink steps that they're going to take, or they overthink their actions. And I think the beautiful thing about Aries is that you guys don't think too much. You guys just go for it. I feel like it's a very intuitive energy to just follow your impulse, because there's this part of you that feels that things are just going to work out, right? Approaching life like a sport with life surfing, I feel like you just know that things will work out. It's a very positive energy, I feel. But then there's this card right here of trying too hard. I feel like when you try to take control of what you're going after is when things tend to take a turn for the worse. Instead of you, it's one thing to be impulsive, right? But it's another thing when you start controlling the energies around you. I think that's a little bit more different. It's when you have to remind yourself to go back to that lighthearted energy of yours, where in the beginning you went for something very impulsively because you had this very lighthearted manner. But then there's a part of you that gets exhausted because you feel like you went very quickly without thinking, that there's this sort of burnout feeling, because that sort of energy that you exuded in order to create that impulse, you're kind of left feeling burnt out towards the middle because you didn't really think things through, right? It's kind of like a blessing and a curse in Aries energy, that you approach life like a sport, but then it leaves you burnt out because you're always looking at life like a sport, right? And sports are strenuous. Sports tend to take a toll on us over time. I mean, surfing is quite a very competitive sport. It's very overexerting on the body, right? So I feel like there's a part of you that does have this action, and you do tend to go after what you believe in, but then you burn out very quickly before you're able to achieve what you're trying to achieve, because you don't really make it to the finish line. You know, it's like you start the race, but then you burn out halfway through. Whereas others, you know, they kind of like pace themselves out. I feel like you guys don't really pace yourselves. So that's kind of what this message is here, is that you need to learn how to take this sort of inspired action, but balance it with not trying too hard. And then you'll have this very beautiful dual nature of going after what you want and believe in and sticking to it. Because I feel like you guys tend to lose interest very quickly because you went towards it very quickly, that as quickly as you're interested, that's as quickly as you are not interested in anymore. And then I like this card over here, love where you are, appreciate current circumstances, ask yourself why you want what you want, see the beauty in it all. So yeah, ask yourself why you're going towards this like a sport. Why are you going after what it is that your heart wants before you make the move, right? There's a part of you that does need to think about things before you act on them. As much as that energy is very admirable, where you don't really think things through, it's also a reminder to stop and take a breather before you go for it. It's a very, I just love this energy though, where you don't really care. You just go for it. There's no expectations. You're capable of overcoming any obstacle. You take whatever life throws at you. It's very inspiring, and it's very supported by the universe. The universe supports when you, I'm kind of seeing like like when you take a rubber band and you sling it and then it goes forward. That's what I'm seeing here with your energy. Like the universe supports when you start to sort of create that sling. Sorry, I don't know what the right terminology is for that. Slingshot. Yeah, the universe sees when you take that slingshot, but it's up to you to see where you're going to land, right? It's like your free will right there. Let's see, what are you trying too hard on? Ace of Pentacles, yeah, see? You don't stick through to your commitments. With the Six of Wands. Although you are successful in them if you do stick through to them. There might be a fear of failure, a fear of success. Not fear of success, sorry. A fear of not receiving the recognition that you're looking for. I feel like in the beginning you may go for these things because you're going to get that attention that you want. But then you slowly get bored of that, right? Because attention isn't enough of a driving factor to go after our heart's desire. We need to have like a burning passion that's going to give us this sort of stability, abundance, everlasting promises, right? Instead of just sort of quick validation that I'm feeling with that Six of Wands. You need something more stable. And I think that'll help you not try so hard either, because I don't know why I'm feeling like you may be overexerting yourself trying to win someone's attention over. And if it's not somebody's attention, it's just your own energy of creating external validation. Or seeking external validation without realizing it. Whether that's within your own ego, right? It's like I'm seeing this sort of like lower self versus higher self energy here. Like the lower self wants external validation, whatever that means for you. It doesn't have to be people. It could just be like how you see yourself being externally validated versus what your higher self defines external validation. And I feel like your higher self validates it as more of an Ace of Pentacles energies where it's very stable and grounded. So I think your message here for the past is just basically to stick through to your commitments, because you do have the drive to do it. Just don't burn out so quickly, and you will be successful in the ways that you need. Alrighty, what is Aries present energy? What's going on right now? Wow, igniting the exciting, finding your soul's purpose, talent, new chapter path, life change, share your unique gifts. This is screaming the Ace of Wands to me. Okay, what else? Mindfulness. Awareness of thoughts without judgment, meditate, breathe, yoga, being present, grace. Okay, last one for the present. Trust the process. Everything always works out. Something better is on the horizon. Have total confidence in universe. Yeah, so there's this passion here again. You're looking for your soul's purpose. You're looking for that driving force that I was speaking about, where that sort of external validation to you isn't enough to get you going and staying in that path, right? You're looking for some sort of change. You want a new chapter in your path. You are going towards that. That's what's inspiring you right now. There's these unique gifts too that you want to share with the world, and that can be your passions, whatever that means for you. It could be it's very different for everyone, right? But I see you lighting the torch here, lighting this sort of flame in your body that's going to really get you moving. And then I like this mindfulness energy here, because I feel like you're starting to become aware of your deceptive energy, where you can be too impulsive and it doesn't let you see things through all the way. So this mindfulness energy here comes as a balance to you, and I see you starting to recognize that, and you're becoming aware of your thoughts without judgment, right? Like, we don't want to judge yourself that you are impulsive, right? And you could be seeking this sort of guidance through meditation, breathing, yoga, and if you aren't doing that, I highly suggest it. I think it'll really benefit you. There's just some sort of like physical exercise that you're doing that is helping you or can help you if you're not doing anything, right? It'll really help you gain perception, clarity as well. And it'll help you be present and be more graceful or gracious towards life. But I really do feel like this sort of passion is going to be balanced out very nicely with this mindfulness energy right now. And then with trust the process, this is trusting that when things don't work out for you, maybe you beat yourself up for not following things through because of your impulses. And I'm just using this impulse as an example, okay? You don't have to think that I'm calling you impulsive or anything like that. It could be whatever that X is for you, okay? Just to give it as a variable. You can fill in that blank however it fits for you. But I'm just going to use an impulse as an example. But whatever that sort of impulse or setback that is for you, you may beat yourself up sometimes that you think, well, maybe if I had done things differently, I wouldn't have sabotaged that. Or maybe if I didn't try so hard, I wouldn't have sabotaged that. But Spirit is telling you to just trust the process, that all your mistakes are just lessons to learn from. Nothing doesn't happen for a reason, or nothing never not happens for a reason, right? There's no such thing as coincidence. Everything is energy. There's always a reason for something. Everything always works out. Something better is on the horizon. If something didn't work for you, it's because something better is around the corner. You just have to have total confidence in the universe. And I feel like, again, in this mindfulness energy, you are being aware of that. You're coming to the awareness of that, of having confidence in the universe, and just trusting that where you decide to put your passion, that's where you're going to be successful. As long as you follow your heart and follow your passions, and whatever may work and whatever may not work, it's all part of the process. You just gotta go with the flow. And it's a very mindfulness energy here. It's a very zen energy. I also kind of just feel like not caring will have really good laws of attraction for you. You know, the less you think about something, the more it tends to be drawn towards you. Whereas when you try too hard, it creates force, it creates resistance, it creates a blockage. When you think too much about something, when you try to push this agenda way too much, the opposite happens. It crumbles and it fails. But with law of attraction is the less you think about it, the more it works out. The more you go within and focus on yourself, whatever this mindfulness may be for you, that's what helps create this abundance and law of attraction to manifest whatever it is that you want in your life, whatever is in your highest favor. And it's just all part of letting go, creating this balance within the heart and the mind, the passions, the impulses, and just trusting that what doesn't work out is for a reason. And then again, with this balance, giving and receiving, everything is energy, reciprocity, give, receive easily to others and yourself, random acts of kindness. So that's like the Six of Pentacles to me, right? It's creating equality within your energy and the energy around other people, right? Be the change you wish to see in the world. Don't expect things from people if you're not doing that for yourself. And vice versa. Don't give onto others that are only taking advantage of you. All right, what's the future energy for Aries? Write it down. The universe has received your order. Know, feel it's yours. Done. Writing brings into physical form. Let me just move things up a little here. Okay, write it down. Okay, you still can't see that. There we go. Inspired thoughts. Alignment brings incredible ideas, new thoughts, new decisions, new immediate action, new reality. Beautiful. We'll get into that in a second. Respond versus react. Express from a loving place. Old trigger trauma yields drama. New beneficial thought patterns. All right. So here's this manifestation tool, writing things down. When you write things down, it brings it into the physical form. It grounds your dream, your goal. It's a very great tool to manifest when you write things down, because when you write things down, it creates an imprint in the brain, and once it's like stuck on your brain, the mind doesn't forget about it. Your body, your physical body follows next. Like once you've written it down, the mind records it. That's how the universe receives that order, because everything is energy, right? You are the universe. You are in alignment with the universe when you are speaking to it, and you speak to it when you write things down. Know and feel that it's yours. Believe that this goal of yours, when you write it down, this dream of yours, this desire of yours, believe that it's yours. Don't doubt it. Don't try too hard. Don't create resistance on it. Don't be impulsive about it. Just write it down and let it flow, right? And then it'll manifest itself. You don't have to try hard. That's all you really have to do. Just write it down. Because then the physical body follows shortly after. So let's say you like write down, I want to make X amount of money this year. So you write that down and cool. Order received. What happens next is that your physical body, you yourself, start to think of ways to make money without even realizing it. You know, you just start creating ways to make multiple streams of income to attract said amount of money. That's just an example, okay? I'm not saying that's what you're doing or have to do, but that's what I'm just trying to say, that the body follows. That's pretty much what this card represents here. And that's what your future energy is going to be, that you're going to start to tap into this sort of manifestation tool of writing things down. and it'll bring great abundance. And then with the inspired thoughts here, this is the thoughts that you've been having in the past over here with this inspired action, with this life surfing and the igniting, the exciting. This is all those sort of passions, dreams, impulses that you have, but now mixed with this mindfulness, this very nice balanced energy and a very grounded energy too with the write it down. Now you have these inspired thoughts that you wrote down, and they're going to be in alignment with you. They're going to be incredible ideas, and they are going to be new to you as well. So I feel like the things that you thought you once wanted are no longer. You want new things for yourself. And by creating these sort of new ideas and goals, writing them down, it brings immediate action. And it's going to create a new reality faster than you think. It's going to bring a lot of success. And then with this card, respond versus react. Express from a loving place. Old trigger trauma yields drama. New beneficial thought patterns. So I feel like these thought patterns that you've had where they, again, were more acted on an impulse or acted more on a lower vibration. And by that, I just mean that you may have realized that some sort of triggers or wounds were not healed. And when we speak from a very like spiteful tongue, or when we offend others or insult people, or when we get upset because people don't understand where we're coming from, that comes from an unhealed place. That comes from wounds that have not been healed yet. So it creates triggers, right? And I feel that with this over here, you may come to a point in the future where you may have like a sort of disagreement with somebody, and it's going to test that trigger in you. It's going to make you feel like you're back at square one, where you may feel like, damn, I'm not healed like I thought I was. You may be down on yourself because you may be hard on yourself because you feel like you failed yourself. But that's not true. It's just how things are meant to be aligned for you. You're still meant to go through these sort of triggers in the future because they're still being mirrored to you, because you still have to go within and heal them. It doesn't mean you're not like a high vibration person or anything like that. It just means you still have some sort of, what's the word to do? You still have some sort of emotional mastering to do. And it will create these sort of new beneficial thought patterns, because it could be thought patterns that are not serving you in your highest favor. So these triggers are going to reflect back to you that you need to think things differently. And it may come through a disagreement with somebody. And it'll help you express more from a loving place, because once you are healed and you're able to overcome those sort of triggers and traumas, you start to understand why people are the way they are. You don't even get upset anymore by people say the things that you do, and it doesn't cause a reaction out of you. So that's why it says respond versus react, because there is a difference between responding and reacting. Responding to somebody is saying like, I see what you're saying, I don't agree with you, but I also don't want to fight with you. So let's just let bygones be bygones. Let's just agree to disagree, whatever. Moving on, peace out, you know? And then there's a reaction. A reaction is stooping down to that person's level and maybe cussing each other out, saying bad things to each other, calling each other ugly names, insulting one another. It's just not a great energy. And I feel like it may be a disagreement with a sibling that you feel that you constantly are triggered by your siblings. Siblings tend to be our number one triggers. Honestly, they do. They tend to reflect back a lot of things that we may criticize in ourselves, and we get pissed at our siblings for calling us out on it, because they see right through us, right? Siblings know your weaknesses and your strengths, and they pick on them. And I feel that it may come through a disagreement with a sibling that you feel that your triggers are going to be resurfaced. But I feel like one sibling has to be the bigger person here. And through that, it'll also help this sort of very mastering energy over here, where you're more grounded in your energy, where you don't react, you respond to your sibling. That's, again, just an example. But I really do feel like sibling energy here with this one. I feel like it's a disagreement with a sibling or a significant other, however it resonates for you. But I'm feeling strong sibling energy. But again, this sort of law of attraction in this aspect is when you react to a disagreement with somebody, the law of attraction that you are manifesting through that is how people are going to continue treating you, right? So if you keep like cussing each other out, that's what's just going to keep happening. Someone has to put their foot down and be the bigger person and respond instead of reacting. So next time when you have an argument with your sibling, just tell them, like, I really don't want to argue with you. Like, you know what? You're right. You're right. Just let them be right. Honestly, there's no winning in an argument with a sibling. Let them figure things out on their own. And you could also be the inspiration for them to be in a more high vibrational energy. Surround yourself with positivity. Connect with yourself. Source, solfeggio, frequencies, your tribe. See what I'm saying? If your own family is not positive, you have to be able to connect with yourself in a way that helps you stay to your high vibration. And if you feel that your own family tends to like bring you down to their level, you could manifest a new tribe. I've done it before. I've manifested an entire new group of friends because I was not happy with my old friends anymore. It's very possible, you guys. Don't ever doubt the power of manifestation, the power of being able to manifest higher vibrational people into your life. And then once you do that, once you are around people who are more high vibrational, you'll start to see that your family changes. You will be the inspiration for your family to be more high vibrational. I guarantee it. Okay, I know probably some families are more dysfunctional. It's not going to be an overnight success either, but I really do feel like someone has to be the bigger person and be that sort of guiding light force in the family to be the one with the higher frequency. All right, Aries, that is what I have for you. I am going to leave it there. For this last part of the reading, I'm going to pull from this deck. It's the Light Worker Oracle, and I've had a lot of success and clarity and epiphanies myself with this that I wanted to share the love with you guys. So I hope you will join me in this last part. But I'm basically going to pull one card and then read the excerpt from the guidebook because the guidebook is beautiful. This is from Alana Fairchild. She has a lot of decks, but this one was, I was really drawn to it. But let's see what card comes out for you, and then I'll read it, and then I will end the reading there. All right, what higher message do we have from Aries' higher self to their 3D self? What do they need to know? Whoa. That was a jumpy card. Beautiful. I think Capricorn had this card. Wisdom of the Divine Feminine. Number 9 could be a significant number to you. Life path 9. Maybe your birthday's in the 9th. Alrighty. You know what? If you guys want to hear this portion, please listen to Capricorn's reading. You can hear it there. I think I'm going to read this one because this one's a new one that has not been read yet. All right, so please do listen to, or please watch the end of Capricorn's video to hear this one. I am going to read the Pink Rose of Lady Nada. All right, so we have 29. So that number could be of significance to you. Maybe that's your age, or the number 7, or the number 11. All right, here we go. You are in the midst of a heart healing, a healing of the fears and anxieties that have held you back from enjoying your full magnificence. Lady Nada is here with all her gentle power, washing you in soft pink light. All anger, fear, sadness, bitterness, disappointment, and hurt are soothed and loved into peace. She brings you a sign of your future blossoming into deeper love. The pink rose of Lady Nada is a spiritual gift from higher guidance. It brings love, healing, strength, and compassion to your heart. You may be burnt out or feeling anger, fear, depression, chronic fatigue, or compromised wellness. Perhaps your heart is so tired that you struggle with compassion fatigue, finding it difficult to care even though your nature is one of deep compassion and kindness. Or perhaps you have put your heart and soul into something or someone and feel your efforts have been cast aside or taken for granted. Perhaps you are processing a great loss. Whatever the reason, Lady Nada has come to comfort your soul. Your pain will pass and your suffering will be alleviated sooner and more gently than you might expect. The pink rose of Lady Nada unfolds as an energetic gift, gently pulsing with love and beauty within your heart chakra. It brings you comfort, gentle emanations of divine love, and reassurance that you are so wonderful just as you are. Lady Nada is saying, how much I like you, dearest of child, how deeply I love you. I send love and acceptance to you now so that you may come to love and like yourself with all the compassion, kindness, and unconditionality I feel for you. If there is anything or anyone you need to forgive, this gift from Lady Nada will empower you to do so. Your ability to forgive won't make you a doormat for others. It will free you to leave the past behind. So let other people's choices be about their learning rather than your value, and choose to love yourself now. If you're at a troublesome point in your life, remember that despite the thorns, the rose has an exquisite perfume. It is a powerful and wise soul that chooses the path that has truly challenging moments. But out of those challenges, great empowerment can be developed. Do not despair if you seem far from the light. You are simply traveling through darkness for a time. Your inner light is strong enough to see by, even in darkest times. Still, that time will end soon, and you shall realize exactly how much you have grown through the experience. You will find your way into peace and happiness. Trust in your own light within and the loving kindness of Lady Nada's blessing out. It is enough to lift you into the light of love and peace. Come back to that love, to the pink rose unfolding in your heart whenever you feel lost. Some challenges are meant to help you to grow in your ability to love without condition, to surrender to the divine, even when things don't seem to make sense. You undergo such challenges because you are capable, powerful, and wise. The universe loves you so much. It is guiding you into your most beautiful destiny every day. Release guilt and fear. Know that you are love, always have been, always will be. Guidance is sharing with you now that whatever your struggles may be, they will soon reveal themselves to be nothing more than steps along your path to the sweetest blossoming of your soul. Be patient. Rest with this rose light in your heart, dear soul, for healing energy is flowing into you now. Trust your heart to overcome any pain. It will indeed heal, open up, and love even more powerfully than before. Such is the courage of your heart. Invocation. I gratefully receive the rose light, the blessing of Lady Nada, and unconditional love. My heart softens and opens. The pink light of her rose blessing fills me with this sweet perfume. I let go. I feel safe and held. I know that I am loved always. I am grateful now and always for love's protection, intervention, guiding hand, and tender grace in my life, and always. May I know myself to be worthy of love and love myself truly so that I can truly and freely give love to others, to the world. May all beings truly know love through my own free will. So be it. Beautiful, Aries. What really stood out to me here was you will find your way into peace and happiness. Trust in your own light within and the loving kindness of Lady Nada's blessing now. It is enough to lift you into the light and love, into the light of love and peace. I just feel like you have been going through quite some challenging times, and I feel like it could have been going back to this energy where you may have tried really hard to please people, to make something work, and then you were just left disappointed. You could have had really high hopes and expectations, and then were very, very let down when it didn't work out the way you wanted it to or expected it to. But again, trust the process and know that you will see peace and happiness, that everything is working out as it's meant to, Aries. You just have to have faith and know that what is yours is yours. All right, Aries, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so that others may receive this message and it helps support my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in your next reading. Bye.